Ladies and gentlemen, here is our official introductions. Introducing to you by way of the red corner tonight, tipping the scales at 63.22 kilograms, a southpaw fighter from Wollongong, wearing the black shorts with the white piping, trained by Ben Dimitrowski, to date to the ring on 34 occasions, walking away with 8 wins and 5 draws recorded. This is Alex Tong. Across the ring to my right in the blue corner, wearing the black shorts with the yellow piping, a fighter who's trained by Peter Wilkinson at Fox's Boxing Den right here in Perth. At the weigh-in, 63.12 kilograms was recorded. Today, he has been to the ring 4 times, and each 4 times he has been victorious on all occasions. 2 of those wins by way of knockout. From Perth, make him welcome. This is brilliant Brandon Ogilvie. And again, your referee, Mr. Bill Seth.
Instructions in the change rooms. You want to listen to my instructions at all times and obey them. Okay, keep your hands up all the time. Protect yourselves. Both gloves come out fighting.
Little faux pas, sort of. I saw Craig doing the hands of Brandon Ogilvie backstage, but Foxy from Fox's Den is the trainer. So, apologies, Foxy. Not how you start, it's how you finish.
Exactly right.
Well, I know who did his hands.
All set. This is round 1.
So we're set for 6 threes. Brilliant Brandon Ogilvie versus Alex Tong. At 36 years of age, plays 19 tender years. Round 1 action. And the boys holding at centre ring.
Not as fast paced as our opening out of the evening, Mark.
Well, there's plenty of experience from Alex Tong. Now, Tong's an interesting story in that he normally has taken fights, make no mistake, on very, very short notice. This fight, he has had a good 6-week preparation, and he's been in with some very good fighters, gone the distance from very good fighters, and his wins predominantly have come by way of KO.
That's right, and I saw him at the weigh-in yesterday. He looked in great shape, and you know, totally different story to range up in the first fight. So different, similar situation, but he looks a lot better shape.
And the boys from Dragonfire are not going to serve up trash.
Absolutely not.
They would say the crap stops here, and they want a good test. They want a good test for their camp. And you're not doing them any favours by feeding up the crap, which can be on a world scale, and we see it so often.
Exactly right. A couple of good shots there thrown by Ogilvie, but you know, this is a different situation for Ogilvie as well, because he's in the ring with an experienced fighter. He's only been in the ring with inexperienced fighters so far.
Round 1 action. Mark Warren in commentary. Brett Bonetti from Fight News. Neil Deavy here. He's just soaking it up, and he gives me a pat when he has something to contribute throughout the night, and I'm looking forward to his news and views. The West Australian newspapers, Neil Deavy at ringside. Right now it's Alex Tong, black trunks with the white piping. Brandon Ogilvie for Foxy out of Fox's gym in the black trunks with the bright gold and red piping, synonymous with our Indigenous flag, our Indigenous colours. 27 seconds left, round number 1.
30 seconds, Brandon. 30 seconds, bud. Win the round.
Huge swing and miss there by Tong, but it's Ogilvie that seems to be landing the cleaner, harder punches in this opening round. Another situation of Southpaw versus Orthodox, Mark.
Left-hander is Tong, the South Coaster. Brandon comes forward with 2 lead right hands. That's the end of round 1. Set for 6. Junior welters.
Really, really good. What's rushing in, mate? Your flash head.
Ben
What's rushing in? Just box in.
Dimitrioski working in the corner for Brandon Ogilvie. There's Fox
If you're rushing too hard, you'll hit his head, okay?
with
Make
his
right
man,
under-
Brandon Ogilvie.
Under him now, okay? Remember that on the outside. Right? Right into the body. But come on the outside, mate.
Here's the replay.
As I said in the opening round, I think it was Ogilvie landing those, cleaner, harder punches on Tong. Well, that was a beautiful right hand there. So it had Tong on the back foot. And that's that air swing that we spoke about towards the end of the first round. So
And you missed a little Roy Jones there. What was that? The backwards right hand. Sneaky one. Go back. I think it was Kunga Kelly, was it not? The chicken punch from Roy Jones. You remember that?
Oh, certainly do. A lot of highlights in Roy Jones Jr.'s
Wow.
junior career.
Bones and Kunga Kelly, two great Australian fighters. Round 2 action. Tong and Ogilvie at centre ring.
Tong trying to close the distance a lot more at the beginning of the second round.
Can I please get referees and judges? Round 2 action. Two minutes left of round number 2. Man in charge again is Bill Seth.
I like the way Ogilvie's actually pacing himself. He's not going in too hard too early, so shows there he's learning. Tong just trying to tie up wherever he can.
Isn't he? A very significant height and reach advantage going with Alex Tong. Nothing separating them so far as the weight.
Yeah, and again, for a journeyman, he's come to fight, as you said before, 6 weeks preparation, and he's usually been a fighter that's taken fights on a couple of days' notice. So it's probably a different experience from what he's used to, in a number of years.
The Perth prospect, brilliant Brandon Ogilvie, faces the tough as nails gatekeeper in Alex Tong. And this is round number 2 with 50 left on the clock. And to say he's a difficult southpaw is an understatement.
He's an awkward southpaw, isn't he?
Talking of awkward southpaws, I saw one here earlier that's with the Dragonfire team, 6-time Australian champion, Marco Bajiro.
Working very well with Dragonfire. Ooh. Ogilvie just needs to keep pacing himself like he is. Not go in there too rash.
Slipping punches nicely now, Ogilvie moving forward.
He heard that 10-second warning and went in to finish the round strong.
End of the round, end of round number 2, set for 6, Ogilvie Tong.
Number 2.
In the corner of Alex Tong. Here's some of the replay action for you. Marching forward, trying to swing away from the corner. Ogilvie with a lead right hand.
Also he's down. And out. Round 3.
Round 3 action. Thunderdome 2 from Metro City. Getting away those punches. All taken on the gloves. But Tong, well prepared for this one, Neil Davey.
He's in fantastic condition, isn't he? He is. He's in really good condition. Also, Ogilvie, we've got high hopes for Ogilvie, but he's coming off a broken hand coming into this fight. He's only had 4 fights, so he's going to have a look. Doing well so far, picked up the first 2 rounds quite comfortably, and he's going to try and work this lad out, but Ogilvie's doing well against, as we say, a journeyman, but a journeyman who's prepared himself fantastically.
I'm more aggressive, both fighters this round.
Set for 6.
First couple of rounds they were pretty tentative and picked their timing, but
Tong leading with the right hand, doubles it up and then throws the left hand out in front. Scoring punches, white punches, but scoring punches from Tong in round 3. First 2 rounds, tight. I'll get the opinion of Brett Bonetti at the end of it and see how he's got it. I might check a card and see how Nell Deavy's got it after the end of 3. With a minute and a half left, Ogilvie pushes down the accelerator a little, and Tong goes back towards the ropes. Feints the left hand, looking to slip that right hand lead of Tong and come over the top maybe, is Ogilvie. Approaching the 2-minute mark of round number 3 in this junior welterweight contest. Wherever you're joining us around the world, welcome to Metro City, Dragonfire HQ. And you can check out all the action at dragonfire.com. Main event tonight, the IBO lightweight title goes on the line when Argentina's Brisuelia puts it on with Dowd Chino Jordan. And can't wait, going to be a blockbuster night of boxing wherever you're joining us. This is round 3, and Ogilvie turns up the heat.
Beautiful shots there by Ogilvie. Again, a lot more aggressive by Tong this round, and did land a couple of shots, but I think that Ogilvie's still in control of this round.
We're going to close out round 3. Tong still busy off the right hand. Light punches, but you can tell that he's been prepared for this one. Young Brandon looking for opening, being patient, heads back to the corner for Fox from Fox's Den. And we'll have a look at some replay action for you. Here's the corner, into the Fox's Den, if you like, the Fox's lair. Replay action, fightnews.com, Brett Bonetti.
So you see the ref almost getting in the way there, that aggressive move by Ogilvie, and he said very good right hands landed while Tong came in rushing in, so he said very well done by Brandon Ogilvie there, and a little bit of a stumble there as he landed the right hand.
Trying to slip underneath the right hand and land his.
That's right. Yeah, good scoring shots there by Ogilvie. So I think he's 3 rounds to zip in the bag. I think round 1 was clear cut. Round 2 was a little bit closer, but I think that he was still a bit cleaner.
Neil, how you got it after 3?
3 out of 3 for Brandon. Easy.
30-27.
30-27.
Okay. I just thought round 2 was a little closer.
It was, but I still think Ogilvie just took it, shaped it out.
Thank you, Brett. Round 4. 3 in the bank. This is round 4.
Oh, nice left hook there by Ogilvie. Still showing good movement, so obviously he's come in well conditioned.
Here he comes. He's putting on the pressure. Right above the commentary position. Brandon with a vicious right hand. Tong was well prepared and weathered the storm as Ogilvie comes underneath. Tong tries to counter-punch with a left uppercut of his own, and they're right on top of us here at Metro City. I thought there was an accidental head clash there. Referee has a close look. 1:53 left in round 4.
Great round so far by Ogilvie, and you're right, there was an accidental head clash, but luckily didn't split any of the fighters open as far as we can see. And there's Tong fighting back a bit because, again, the aggressive so far in this round has been Brandon Ogilvie, and is continuing to fight back and still landing some beautiful shots in this round.
Set for 6. Ogilvie upping the work rate, going to the body, but Alex Tong has been well prepared, and he can be very proud of his performance so far.
Yeah, exactly. He said he's been very durable so far in this fight, and all credit to him. He's come in shape and he's hanging in there. But again, Ogilvie just again showing, for his inexperience, he's doing extremely well so far.
It does bear repetition that nearly all of Tong's victories have been by knockout. So it might be round 4 of 6. Brandon still has to be careful.
And Tong looking for his first victory since 2007. And that was a unanimous decision victory, but as you're right, most of his victories have come by way of stoppage.
A gatekeeper, this bloke, a journeyman, but a well-prepared one. This is the guy that takes the fight on 2 days. This is the bloke that travels the country with his boxing gloves packed in the back seat.
And this fight will do Ogilvie the world of good because, again, first fight, he gets a real experienced fighter.
He's a dangerous fighter. He's a dangerous fighter. And they continue after the bell.
That was a great finish to round number 4. Very aggressive, and that's what we like to see. Great fight so far.
Okay, there's the man in charge of the corner, the Fox. Let's have a listen.
That's excellent, okay. Good shot, mate.
Now, here's the debut for Brandon Ogilvie.
Yeah.
This was a green undercard, was it not, Brett?
Yeah, this was on the undercard of Danny Green versus Danny Santiago in July last year, and this was an impressive debut where he stopped Chapman in round number 3. So yeah, it was a good start up, and it was a great experience in front of the big crowd because obviously a lot of people were there to see the Green Machine in his final fight in Perth against Danny Santiago, the Bronx Bomber.
Wow. Look at the volume of punches. Under and over, right hand. And now referee has said that'll do me.
Refereeing that fight was Gary Ingraham, who's here tonight.
Gary is here tonight. Round 5 action. A left hand that scored to the belly. Did not bat an eyelid, young Brandon. Ogilvie, as I said, mentioned the black trunks with the gold piping, the red piping. Alex has got the stock standard black trunks, white piping. Gee, I'm impressed with the way that he's prepared for this fight, though. Great job by our matchmaker, Pat Kennedy, at Dragonfire. A lot of work done by the team leading into this event, and it really has become a capital for boxing in Australia, really. Perth, Western Australia.
I said, I'm so glad they brought boxing back to this venue. It used to happen quite regularly about 10 years ago, but since they brought it back early this year, again, that view from up there as well is looking down on the fights is absolutely brilliant.
I'll tell you a little secret if you don't tell anyone. I promoted 3 of those events back in the early, I don't want to give my age away. About 2003. 129 gone of round number 5. It was very innovative. Craig Christian, myself, he put mixed martial arts on back in 2003.
He talked it up when he first told me about it, and I couldn't wait, and I'm so glad they brought it back here.
It's a rock show. It's a rock show, as our viewers will warm to as the evening progresses. As Alexander Tong pats out the right hand, and that's all I can really say, is pats out the right hand. Now there's the slingshot right hand from Brandon Ogilvie.
It's been the story of the fight so far. I've been impressed with Ogilvie's patience and the timing of his shots as well. You know, that's the reason why he's winning this fight on points. And although Tong doesn't look like being stopped, you know, he's coming in great shape. But I think Ogilvie's just landing the bigger and harder, cleaner shots.
Let's not forget, he's been in with some really, really good Australian fighters. And gone the distance. And gone the distance. And he's giving Brandon some more for that account called experience that we spoke about in our first bout tonight. And whoa! That was a nice straight hand from Tong, and that raised the heckles of Brandon Ogilvie, who responded in kind. They hold at centre ring, they clinch. Tong holds and hits, I thought, a little bit, and punches on the break. That's the end of round 5. 5, no doubt, in the bank for Brandon. But this is going to be so good to get 6 rounds under the belt.
I think Foxy will be very happy that he's got his fighter, a good experienced fight, and it'll do him the world of good moving forward, because, again, it will only help him. No use putting him against bums.
Replay action coming your way for dragonfire.com. I think that's what you'd call a freeze frame.
He knew he landed that shot, because straight after he landed that, he knew he landed beautifully and went in and tried to follow up straight away.
Back into the corner of Alexander Tong. Well, 6th and final round, and I had the opportunity of coming on the bus yesterday with Alex to the weigh-in, and I'm very, very proud of his effort. I've got to tell you, I'm a massive Ogilvie fan, and he's having fun. They touch him up for round 6. Here we go. Brandon may turn up the heat. He might get out of 3rd and 4th. As we know, he's got a few gears in the motor.
I think he'll be very eager to stop Tong in this round, so he's going to go after him. So, you know, stay tuned for a very exciting final round.
Doubles up the right hand, comes over the left hand, but there's nothing on them. And you've got to be careful, because Brandon's measuring up the body bag.
He said he's been very patient this whole fight, so it's been very impressive for someone of his experience.
There it is, right hand, savage left hand over the top. Zooms in, right hand, left hand lead. He's pouring on the pressure. Whoa!
It's what we were expecting, Mark.
Like a time bomb. He winds up and then he lets it go. He's not finished with it yet. 2 minutes to go. Now, Alexander Tong, I've got to tell you, that's the proof he's well prepared, because he's taken some serious shots.
He might see, Tong might see this as an opportunity, because you know, Ogilvie went after him pretty hard then, so he might have a little bit of gas left in the tank.
Is there anything left in the tank for Tong, or is it the final word? Here it is, Neil Deavey.
No, Ogilvie's going to see this out. He may even get a stoppage. Tong, credit to him, but he's not in Ogilvie's class. This is a fight that Ogilvie has to win, and he's going to win. He's winning it comfortably. Probably a shutout.
Big body rip. A right hand that hurt Tong. A right hand that really shook him up. Hit the body, the head will fall, as the great Johnny Lewis has so often talked about. And that right to the body was savage, and it had bad intentions written all over it. Tong has been trained up. He's on the ropes, but he can't wait to see the end of 6.
He tried to hide that body shot. You can tell it hurt him by his facial expression. Did his best to hide that he wasn't hurt. But,
I could tell he was hurt. He went to 2 knees. Well, he bent over, and I don't blame him. Now, Brandon crouching and trying to slip. Comes underneath, maybe a tad low. Rips underneath with the left hand as we close out with 40 seconds to go. Down goes Tong. Was it a slip? Box on, wild right hand from Brandon Ogilvie, bends him downstairs. Now they stand and Tong prepared to trade. 25 left on the clock.
Great flurry of action there by both fighters, but you know, Ogilvie was very keen to stop in this round, but I don't think it's going to happen with, again, coming down to 10 seconds left in the fight.
He's working beautifully, isn't he? Rolling under, over, and trying to unleash fury as he does in the final 30 seconds of the last round. In fact, that's it. It's all over. Great fight, good experience for Brandon Ogilvie out of Fox's Den for Foxy, and Alex Tong has done himself very, very proud. And I got to tell you, on that performance, I got no problem with Alex Tong when he's trained up. He's got a little bit to offer still.
Absolutely, and you can tell that 6 weeks' notice makes all the difference rather than a two-day notice fight. So all credit to Alex Tong, and I think that he'll earn the respect of the crowd here tonight as well.
Neil Deavey, tell me the way it is.
60-54 for me. I've got Brandon winning every round, but as you say, fair play to Alex. He'll stay and work. He won't be sure to work on that performance.
I'll wait for my cues, but I do want to talk to you. Neil Deavey from the West Australian newspaper here in Perth, covered boxing all around the world. He's been in Australia 6 years, but he's a Brit. He's a Brit, and happened to be in Manchester when the great Kostya fell at the hands of Ricky Hatton. We'll talk about that in some detail later. We were talking backstage with Johnny Lewis. What a night it must have been to be there.
Absolutely thrilling. One of the greatest sporting events I've ever been to. Johnny remembered it a bit more fondly than he did on the night, I dare say. But no, it was a really good night. Good night for Manchester boxing, and probably the pinnacle of Hatton's career.
How many people?
22,000 at the MEN Arena.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And they were in the ring at what time in the morning?
I think the Hatton fight started at more. I think it was 2 in the morning.
2 in the morning.
Doors locked, everybody in.
There's a note for any production team. Do you want to be on that one?
People walking out singing Hatton songs at 10 to 5.
As he reunited with his friends Mr. Guinness and Moe Shandon.
Famously.
At the time, I got to say, if Zoo's reign had to end, I'm glad it came at the hands of the great fighter Ricky Hatton, or gentleman actually. Had his ups and downs since, been well documented, but we wish him well, Ricky Hatton.
Yes, one of his fighters is over here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee Bill Seth will now bring our fighters to centre ring as we take you to the judges' scorecard. On the judges' scorecard, judges score the fight 55-59, 55-59 and 55-59 all the way to the blue corner. Brilliant, Brandon Ogilvie.
No problem at all for me. As your card indicated, 60-54. Did not need to be Einstein. Let's go back up to Rick.
In the house tonight, I saw you put up a tremendous battle here tonight with Alex Tong, a fantastically matched competition with you two guys tonight. Tell us a little bit about it.
It was a good fight, good hard bloke. You know, he's been around, he's had a lot of fights. He knows what he's doing. But me and my old boy and Fox, we put the hard yards in, and I knew that with the ability I got and the skills and the good people behind me, I knew I'll get over the line. So just thanks to everyone, Craig Christian, Foxy, Dad, Jaden Hanson, sparring partner, the Wally boys, and Brother Boy Promotions as well for the, you know, backing up all the way.
There were some people who said that Alex couldn't come back strong. He certainly showed he had the strength to take it up to you tonight. Even though he lost, it was a gallant fight by him.
Oh yeah, I hit him with some big shots, you know, but he just tied me up, and he just had the experience, you know, over the rounds he's done. And yeah, I'll take my hat off to him. He's a good bloke, and yeah, he's done what he had to do.
It was a good win for you. What's next now?
Cold beer, I think. And then sit around and we'll have a talk about it with the boys behind me, Dad, Foxy, and that. So yeah.
Well, this certainly is the place to have a beer. Well done, Brandon. Congratulations. Brilliant. Brandon Hogan.